And when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes.
Hi guys, I'm currently on the way inward, like my body truly guided me there, and really deeply anchoring in, deeply anchoring in. I'm gonna draw a card today. I'm feeling a firm collective. I'm gonna try to do 30 minutes because my phone has a really great recording quality, and I need to use music, background music. I love background music. I'm all about music. I feel better talking and I'm more relaxed. This is Water Sunny. I wanted to watch that. I find so much inspiration on the online world. It's so beautiful. I always give a like back and I save my favorites. I even have my favorite TED Talks from the beginning of TED journey in my life. So it's still very nice to go back and to remember the inspiration that guided me on different journeys. And like just this year I've also been at a TED Talk in my little town and I met great people. Also we got really nice drinks, like just water with veggies and fruits, but they were all in this sugar made plastic cup, which is so inspirational and gives me a good vibe, good mood, because that's what I love, just upcycling, recycling. I've tried a little bit with zero waste, but it's so rigid, so um, it's hard. Like I can do it. I think if I can buy most of my produce directly from farmers, I can get it fresh. But like meat, obviously. But if you would get meat, you can tell your farmer if you live on the countryside to give them a full box, and you get it the way it is. But the question is, you also need to freeze it. It would also need plastic, or you need for like steaks a box like that would be working. So we would need the freezer, which also uses energy. So I don't know. I'm not 100% with zero waste. I think it's manageable. I think you can create less waste, lot less waste. But like for example, I personally don't want the the minus point in my own comfort. Like I love cucumbers who have plastic around, because cucumber easily gets holes, and like I love the skin with cucumber. The most, for me, the nicest smell is just the cucumber skin. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Um, but like I also I could get great ones in my own garden or at the farmers market. But like it's doable. It's still a little bit on my list. Like I'm now trying to make salves and making candles, and I've not ordered the fancy stuff yet, you know, because if it's just for myself, I'm just washing the glass and I'm making a little bit nice with a sticker or a little decoration, and like that's fine. So I did not buy that yet, and like I'm also trying not to get too much things at once. Like I'm very careful with that. Like for example, I'm not buying 20 candles at once. I'm buying two, because I might stop using it. Like I'm never buying huge amounts of anything, like except maybe I bought lots of flour before Easter because I was sure I'm gonna be baking, and I baked, and it's all eaten, and I've made more cake. Um, so I have scones planned. The flour is quite nice, so it was a good buy. So, but like, yeah, I'm not somebody who loves to buy in bulk, even though I love. If I go to the supermarket, I love to have a plan for at least 2 weeks, because if I live alone, there's actually packages like carrots. I need a while to cook up all the carrots in one bag for myself. So I have that planned a little bit, using that up. Obviously, I can munch on carrots. That's easy, but like, you know what I mean. So I need a little bit of a plan ahead, and I have a freezer. I have three big um what's the name? Cupboard? No cupboard. No, just a little. I can three three sizes, in different sizes, in that I can fill up in the freezer. And um so um so I did skip the idea with the zero waste quite early, but I love upcycling. That's what I love. And like, I love recipes that are from scratch, like actually producing as much as I can myself is enjoyable. I found spice like saffron, I think is the name in English, and got that too. Just picking a card for a day. So it is. I release all that is too heavy. Thank you, card. Let's see your peace aura. That's for peace. The peace topic in my journal prompt is: do you feel at ease in this moment? Why or why not? And today's mantra is: I am safe. I'm probably gonna be journaling around it, because I'm just using this little, still like just a little bit weakish, you know, but like it's very good space to add a little meditation practice, comforting, my favorite music, connecting a little bit more to the crown chakra, obviously. Chakra rise fever takes you into like subconscious level, so you cannot really work around your energy field. And but it's a great time while I'm refocusing back into my actual life, not in my bed rest phase. So to reconnect, I've booked a little coaching for next week. I'm happy, but I'm also glad that I waited till the end of the week, because I'm gonna need a little bit of time to strengthen again. And so yeah, I'm not getting distracted. I'm just quickly, I'm gonna stick to doing only 30 minutes. it does take so long to upload. Last time I did a recording and tried to upload for TikTok with that. For now I'm using my old one, even though the sound is much nicer with this one. But I'm not just gonna get a microphone eventually, just like a one close to my face probably. And I could get a good Rode one, like, which is really nice for a proper recording. But I'm gonna wait a little bit because I don't know if I want to do TikTok much longer, even though it does spread my videos wide and far. Like the last ones, they got 200 clicks, just not a few, just a click. So I know people get the inspiration. I'm fully loading it up with colors and little easy to get topics. So like just offering it back to the crowd, to the people, like, because I've been inspired by a crowd of people that showed up online who does not normally show, and I'm trying to walk on their path, like just offering that back into the void. And I'm also not somebody who lives on Instagram. Like basically I love researching products and getting the nicest, beautiful, most beautiful ring that I've seen in the movie or whatever. Like it's super easy nowadays, but like just 5-6 years ago we did not have the great Google search with the videos. We just had with the photos, just had the typing option. So yeah, I'm getting sidetracked, guys. That's still because I'm not fully back in my professional me, so please excuse me. I've been really subconscious with this fever, and like, so I'm a little distracted, but that's so fine. And I love this practice. I love showing up regularly, getting used to talking about healing as well as daily life. I think it's deeply interwoven. So it's not like all this meditation, all these feel-good practices that your Reiki practitioner that you love, and you go to your masseuse, your sound healer, I don't know who you love, who you work with, and like they are part of the daily life. It's not a time out of the ordinary. They also might have recipe books or suggestions if you have want to eat cyclically, because I think that is very appropriate to like listen to your own body. Everybody has specific needs, and like I'm gonna write that out, but I'm not yet done. I'm not fully there yet, but I will, like, definitely around cyclical knowledge, like making it like easy digestible and not the theoretical part. That's maybe for later. I have that a little bit on the back of my mind, like rewriting it all together, what I did get from all the many courses and the many books, and also lots of great YouTube videos. Like I found coaches who are no longer coaches, and like the old 2014 stuff that I know, and also have psychologist friends, or like some are coaches. Now we are not very close anymore, but like you know what I mean. So it's just what I am understanding, truly what my mind is like, not, I don't love being sold everything as a miraculous property of healing. I am a millennial. I've asked 10,000 questions. Even as a kid, I really wanted to know things in depth. And when people told me stories, I really listened and I really asked the question to understand what they did. Like some people have just want to understand themselves too, but sometimes it is just because there is a situation that you don't get. So I'm a deep listener. And then I'm also have a very embodied form of understanding. Like just like it's not far. Like I'm feeling into information sometimes. Like I'm feeling, is this a good article? Like what? Like not for economy, not for politics, but like if it's about nature, if they write about it, if it's a new science, if it's something eco-friendly stuff, I'm having that a lot on my mind. Or if it's just a essay about blush flower essence, like what am I feeling around it, like truly understanding like, is it professional for me? Do I get the author? Like, there are ghostwriters around, quite many in the last decades. Like people writing books for authors. So, like, is it still the author writing? That's also a question. If that's a very favorite, um, very favorite, like, book with episodes, you just, is it still my author? Like, I'm very artful in my writing, and I've always had the best grades with my German teachers, and so I'm really gaining lots of wisdom between the sentences, and like in the pauses. When people speak, I really understand sometimes. When they give me a break, I know what's the next question. So um, I can get super lost in conversation. Like, I can forget that I need to go somewhere. So I'm somebody who has time on my mind a lot. So but anyways, I was just trying to say that I am now making a course around priestess fundamental course from somebody who also works with light codes, which is beautiful because I did that later than this first course was about rose priestessing, which I don't fully get, and now I checked in because I do take that. I feel that coming up for me around womb work a lot. Like, I'm unsure about this first course. Like, it is the first womb practices that I've started, and I love them and I use them, but I cannot quote that I'm a master teacher. Like, in that fundamental course, Priestess she says in the beginning, she quotes all her master teachers. Like, that's master teacher because she has like Chinese, like they have that's actually more professional form of spiritual courses. Like, she has worked with Master Sha around Taoism, for example, and like she can quote that. And I've tried to find out, but like I couldn't find it really, and so uh, I've trouble working with it. Like, I can obviously just use the breath work anyways. It's around and it's old, but like for me personally, I need a little bit more professionalism because I've wrote a scientific paper for my title. I'm not gonna look ridiculous. I have a fixed opinion about stuff, and like I have already an opinion. I made that and I created that around this feminine, and what I love is feminine healing arts teachers, like without sacred, just saying this is advanced, because that's it for me personally. That's what I'm feeling. I'm not learning to live with faith. I'm not needing the reminder to be grateful because I work with gratitude the last decade, and I'm not an ungrateful person anyways. So you know what I mean? Like, I need a little bit of restructuring in my room, but like I have the deepest, the most effort for me is definitely all this room work, and because it's quite triggering, because it goes quite deep, and now I'm a little bit rooting that in. I'm learning. I'm gonna make another course for sure before I will ever have a one-on-one womb client that needs the support. I can obviously do Reiki anyway if they cramp. I have multiple tools just from health perspective, just the right food, the infrared lamps, all the EMS. There's this cute little stuff that really helps the body soothe the cramping. And anyways, I can do mindset, like affirmations, like put that together in the way I feel it, add the music that I think is the frequency that I need. Like, I'm not gonna work with brain waves directly, but like with sleep or something like that, I would probably get something close to that. But I can like get tracks and then voice to voiceovers, like even that's included in the package. I guess that's what I want to be doing. I will also get, with my coaching on Thursday, I will also get a little affirmation track after. So that is quite common, and I love that. I did that for myself in the beginning of the year. I was on the app from Gabrielle Bernstein, and it was about manifesting for this year and any year. So she gave me all the time. She gave me great mantras around stuff. So clicked, and she works with EFT. Is it EFT? It's EFT. Like repeating the mantra, the affirmation, and they're not like little pointing on your energy field and letting that sink in. I'm not a fan. I love to have that going for a whole afternoon and have that on the mind, or like with that what she said, I created a little, like it was even 7 minutes in the end, like from just few days of coaching, got so many mantras and affirmations back that I made that for myself, just quickly recorded that, and I made a little video that I did not watch, but anyways I made a little video for it, and like it doesn't take forever anymore. Like, it's not the beginning of YouTube, and I've did a little bit of something on YouTube, so I'm not new to that. Like it's quickly made, it does not take a long time. I'm always like with affirmation. I'm somebody who affirms a lot. Like I include self-worth if I feel that's lack of. I include something to get to spark self-worth. Like I can get with people who are super far from any healing path. I can get so itchy. I'm not supposed to annoy them with nothing, but yeah. I'm trying not to, because it's lowering my vibe and my mood, because I'm not constantly nagging, I'm not constantly complaining, and I'm not gossiping. So they're not good for my everyday life. So I'm trying to stay away from those kind of people. But like if I meet them, my mind is still like, oh, this is what the self-help book says around that, or like that would like Gabrielle Bernstein say, or like oh, this could be a vitamin, they need that too. Like I did that a little bit after my surgery, but that was really good. Like it's super rare, but I know she didn't order it, but like I shared it with her. I did not have a coupon, but I could have had the coupon if she had ordered. So anyways, I'm already close to 30 minutes. I'm so used to just hanging out, but like last time it took like 2 hours of uploading, and that's just very annoying in the background because I'm not always at home. Now in summer especially for 2 hours, I don't want to waste data on that, even though I want to show up. But you know, I'm already quite comfortable with it. I'm just having a set corner, a fixed place, an office where you record the stuff or you talk to clients is amazing, because obviously there could be on-demand calls or like stuff where you don't meet up in person. Obviously I want to start with in person to root that in deeply and to ground the practice of showing up more. And like I see it as practice because I've seen like teachers struggle with showing up. I've seen like older teachers just ignoring the fact that they have boundaries and they need more, like in the lockdowns especially. It was a high pressure cook time, and that is so. But like what I really feel for myself is like I don't want to priestess title. I will not have that showing, but I want to do something like relatable and quotable around Taoism, which is fine. I already found other teachers like that I can quote. They're where they find guidance. Like lots of people do this stuff to learn about spirituality. That is something very interesting. Like the stories are sometimes ancient, and some people resonate with Buddha a lot, with Jesus a lot. Like it's not all about the feminine healers, because I've healed without the feminine healing arts myself too, even though it is so beautiful addition, and it's not the only path that I'm gonna guide people on. Like I'm not gonna only have female authors, and I'm not gonna only have practices for the feminine. Like I'm not only gonna teach women on an only feminine healing path, But like the only way to describe this kind of womb work, other than womb healer, because also that's not what I'm feeling for myself at all. I don't think this is an easy journey, and like I would never dare to call myself womb healer, but I can say feminine arts teacher. I teach feminine healing arts teacher. So that especially for the feminine in anybody. And like there are some specifications around cycle, but like any breath work can be done by anybody. Or like obviously men don't ovulate, but like they can still like use the same breath work and like just wish on the sacral chakra and then send the energy up back to third eye or whatever. So it's also a great, like I think it's a great tool for men. Like breath work is super quickly done. It's not boring. You don't just sit down again and just like in school. You can be guided with playlists that could be so much fun. Like I don't resonate, but I really want to train breath worker because I've said with Anthony from Alchemy of Breath, they actually have a camp in Italy, which is not too far from me. And like I would love to visit there sometime for a workshop or something. Like it's not necessarily the most important to meet up there, because I've spent lots of time in the Zoom rooms. He was super present in the lockdowns himself. People requested that a little bit to have more of him around, because they really wanted to probably deepen their own practice, their own experience. So we had lots of great people that also were around. And like I'm not resonating with breath work teacher, because I don't have this approach. I don't want to guide you on anything for just 60 minutes. I want to just give breath work to as a tool to your life path. Like I'm more like, I think what I'm seeing for myself is like I'm really, my main focus is the elements of water and earth, because like that's like I'm also Ayurveda. I'm kapha, which means like I'm very earthy and also watery. And like also my Capricorn is earth, Pisces, that's my moon, is water. So it is a little bit my favorite element, the ones that I nail the best. Like with my recipes, I'm not gonna cover that, but like breathwork is for me air, and I'm not a master of air. Like in the head space, like the upper chakras, I'm like I need grounding. I can get anxious. Like there, I think people are like a little bit pushing over issues lots with breathwork, which is fine, but it's not something that I want to do in the daily. Like I'm not just gonna give you that tool and hold you for an hour of breath work, because there's so much else I could do for you. Like I could like just energy, we could like work around blocks, energetic blocks, and like if when I had this we could work around grief and like inner like shadowy things coming up after this grief coaching that I really want to be doing. And so I'm more and more an in-depth but very grounded and very step-by-step guide. That's what I see. I'm more a guide, not a teacher. But for the womb healing practices, I need a little bit more of a quotable teacher and a lineage for the practices, because it's quite new on my market and to myself even. It has been so new and I loved it. I embraced it fully. So I can like attract probably people who have joy working with this kind of feminine healing arts. And like I'm gonna probably also could have students that need to quote me, and I want to be quotable. So I want, like I can say this with the Reiki, like they can like I can like give them a lineage, because I'm not a Reiki master yet, but probably might eventually do the last faster, but I don't know. So I'll like probably stay this way because I feel very comfortable. I also don't hear the call of attuning other people to energy work right now. Even though it's a quite potent tool. But yeah, but at least I have two forms of Reiki that I work with. It's the Shin Reiki. This is a more feminine flow of the Usui Reiki, and it was found in 1980s. The frequency, like, and also those kind of tribe, they are not super strict with Reiki, and that's what I love. They make up their own symbols, and then they sit there and, did you see that? What did it spark in you? Like, what is the standing for? Can you use it? Or like, you don't need symbols, you just do energy work. And I'm like, yeah, obviously, anyway, that's all. Like, let's not, like, don't over rule book that. Let's just spark joy and share that. And like, all love is what the Seishin Reiki is called for the master that found it nowadays. I think he's still alive. I think so. I've not looked it up yesterday, but I wrote it on my website a little bit. So yeah, like, it's true. Like, Reiki is universal life force energy. So it's very close to yoga. With prana, it's a little bit different, a description of energy. But I have so much shown it helps me with my air and my upper chakras, because I'm struggling with faith in this world. Like, I lack to see faith and faithful people. So I'm a little bit depressed a lot if I'm not doing my practices, if I'm not drinking my coffee regularly or my smoothie, or like if I don't go swimming enough, like I get like super low. If I'm not at least grounded in nature and I forget it, like my head, like I can like complain multiple times about the state of this world and how it's lacking all the goodness that it could have and all the potency that it has to create such a paradise for everybody. I've studied that actually, so it's also a little bit of professional heartache that I'm having. I'm a professional at heartache anyway, so that's my main issue. So I'm with the Reiki. I'm really strengthening my heart chakra. It's all around the heart chakra, and the Seishin Reiki too. And like, I found another master that I like, which I have the book from, and I don't know if I need to start with all attunements, but like, he has something that's called rainbow Reiki, which I love, and like, he would be in Germany, so that's more close than Australia, so I could do that with a local. It could be nice. There are lots of workshops. They have a page for practitioners, like, who are attuned to this Reiki, which is so nice. You get to know tribe and like a little network. Maybe they have shops on it. Maybe they're on the same vibe, just getting to know people. And networking is still necessary. It's not a huge tribe for me that does work with Reiki in my country. So, and I need a little connection sometimes. Just like, I don't love doing things all alone. I love to work with other people around similar topics. Like, for example, if I have an Etsy shop, I'm gonna want to work, if I need like with people who are like my net, and like have like create a really authentic bubble that is ethical for me, like if it's spiritual induced oil or whatever, if I get that any time or so. I have already people that are in my bubble, and I'm a little bit looking for that, and I love especially finding people in Europe, because it's quite rare for me that we are all focused around energy work, but like, I've not been like that in teenage years, I've just wanted to be free and have a say over my own life. And I've not had the intention to like sail away on the spiritual waters, which is my water rose healing space for me, spiritual waters. And music and song is my strongest tools as the spiritual guide and energy worker, because in Austria you're not supposed to say healing, so I'm trying to have that in my mind, because I don't want to like, I've learned it all in American British market, like the courses and all. So anyways, I'm gonna get used to that word, not say healer, say energy worker, which is also way more professional, and also including the fact that it's work. But so with 6 minutes, I'm gonna stop for today. I'm gonna repeat the channel from in case you also want to be writing it. Is, do you feel at ease in this moment? Why or why not? And today's mantra is I am safe. So have a nice Sunday, guys. I'm gonna be posting a horror video today. The AI created, and I love everything that they create for me. Like, they're so knowledgeable. I love it. I also have a beautiful rose video on my page. Like around Valentine's, I posted that. You know, lots of roses, and like add the rose content. Maybe people like it. So yeah. See you. Goodbye.